Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and hello if you're new. So today's video is going to be a review on the new Milani Screen Queen Foundation here. So this is a new foundation by Milani. Came out, I'm honestly not sure how long ago it came out, but I know it's been within like the last few weeks. I am a little bit late on filming this review. I know, I'm sorry, but honestly, the closest place that had this foundation to me was an hour away. So I had to drive an hour to go get this Milani foundation, but here we are. I finally got time to go drive and get it, sit down and film the review. So that is obviously what we're doing today. I am wearing it on my skin right now. So if you haven't already, please make sure to like this video, subscribe down below. If you are a new subscriber here, leave a comment down below. Let me know that you're new. I would love to welcome you to the channel. And if you want to see what my thoughts and opinions are on this new Milani foundation, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm first going to start off by talking about the foundation, you know, what it claims, the coverage, the price, all of that good stuff. I did burn my hands, so don't mind my cute little band-aid, but this obviously is the Milani Screen Queen Natural Finish Foundation. So before I bought this foundation, I really didn't know what it claimed to do, what was so different about this foundation. I just knew it was really cool because Milani came out with a new foundation and I really love their Conceal and Perfect foundation. But looking up the claims, it's actually super interesting. So apparently it's made with digital blue light filter technology. It's the first of its kind. It helps fight signs of digital damage, dullness, discoloration, and hyperpigmentation. So it does claim to be a light to medium buildable coverage foundation. So it's not going to be super full coverage, but you can build it up, you know, to kind of from a light to a medium coverage, which is really nice. So it seems like it's more for like an everyday foundation. It also says it has a natural skin-like finish and it has 45 skin perfecting shades. So this seems like a really good foundation so far. Obviously we have to try it out and see what it looks like on the skin. It does retail for $13.99, so a little bit more expensive for a drugstore foundation, but if it does what, you know, it claims to do, I think it's really cool. Like I said, for a good everyday foundation and protect your skin, supposedly protect your skin from your blue light from your phone, you know, your computer, if you're, you know, going to class or something, or you do a lot of work on the computer, and it's supposed to have a natural buildable coverage. So I got mine in the shade 310 Golden Sand. One thing I noticed is that I felt like a lot of the lighter shades had more of a pinky undertone, so I did get this one so that way it has a little bit of a more a yellow undertone. I am like partially self-tan right now, so that's why my face is a little bit more pale. I did already go ahead and prime my skin with Ole Henriksen Banana Face Primer. I've been loving that primer recently, so I know how that one lasts, so I know it's not going to really affect the foundation. I know what to look for in the foundation. So we are starting out with a bare face. I'm going to apply one side with a beauty blender and one side with a brush as usual, so that way we can see how it performs with both. I'm going to be using this little e.l.f. sponge here. I don't know, this is obviously the blue one. I forget what it's called, but I've been using this recently and I absolutely love it. I do like that it has a pump. Oh my gosh, it takes forever though. Hello. Any drugstore foundation with a pump, I think it makes it feel a lot more luxurious. So this came out like a normal consistency of a foundation. Definitely think the color is going to be good. I don't know. It kind of smells like something, but it doesn't really have that much of a smell, so it's nothing crazy. It doesn't smell like paint or anything. I know some foundations smell like paint. Actually, this shade is going to be a little dark for me. It was so hard to tell. That's what I don't like about, you know, buying drugstores, because you can't test them. First thoughts is it definitely is a light coverage foundation initially. I mean, like, it's not really covering any of my broken blood vessels I have, so I'm gonna keep applying it. So far with one layer it's really natural, but I mean if you're looking for a really light coverage foundation, I think that, you know, so far you would like it. It does look nice on the skin. It doesn't look cakey at all. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this side with a brush, and then we can kind of go in and layer and see how it builds. The brush that I'm using is this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I love this brush so much. It's so good. I'm just gonna I did 2 pumps on the Beauty Blender, so I'm gonna do 2 pumps on the brush. Wow. Okay. Okay, so here's the side of my face with the brush. As you can see, it definitely covered a lot more than the side with the Beauty Blender. This is pretty typical, you know, when you use a beauty sponge, it does kind of tend to shear out a foundation. I do like it better applied with a brush, but we're going to go ahead and layer it with the beauty sponge on this side again, see how well it builds over here. We're just going to go ahead and just add a little bit more on the areas where I really need it, like my cheeks here. It does seem to be layering pretty nicely. It's not looking cakey. It is adding more coverage. So that's always a good thing. I do think it looks now pretty much the same as the side with the brush, and you can see 2 layers of the foundation with the beauty sponge and the side with the brush. So I definitely think I like the side with the brush better still, but I mean, you just have to use double the product if you want to use a beauty sponge, but either way, I do think the foundation looks pretty good. I would say so far it does look pretty natural. It's nothing too dewy, but it's definitely not matte. One of those creases here. So I'm going to also apply my concealer and powder because I know sometimes, you know, concealers don't really mix well with foundations. So we're going to apply concealer and powder before I do the rest of my makeup so that way you guys can see how other products layer on top of it. For concealer, I'm using the one that I literally use every single day. I don't want to switch anything up. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Light. I do know that they discontinued this concealer. I just found that out because they have the multi-sculpting concealer, the big fat one. So definitely gonna have to get that, but for now I'm just gonna use this because I know I love it. So we're gonna see how it layers. I'm just blending this out with my little Real Techniques sponge. Here's my skin with the concealer and the foundation on. As you can see, the concealer just kind of went in and covered anything that the foundation didn't, like kind of the redness on my cheeks and around my nose here. The concealer is a medium coverage, not super full. It's not like the Tarte Shape Tape, so I think that they complement each other really nicely. I think I have a lot of nice coverage on my face, but it's still more on the natural side. You can see my skin peeking through, but it looks really healthy. So far, I really love the foundation. I love how the concealer applied on top of it. It still does have that dewy look, so it hasn't really dried down anymore. I can tell though once we put powder down, it'll probably dry down to kind of that natural finish. So really liking it so far. Give you guys a little close-up. I also have a lot of texture on my face right now, especially on my chin, so it's really bad. I got a facial and my skin just freaked out after. Normally it doesn't really do that, but didn't really like where I went, and my skin, yeah, freaked out, and now I have all this texture down here. But besides the point, for powder, I'm using my Revlon Stay Matte Loose Finishing Powder. What is this? The loose powder. Like I said, I'm just using all my products that I use like all the time just because I don't really want to switch anything up except the foundation. So we're going to go ahead and set this down. Make sure it doesn't crease. Everything is nice and set, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but my skin still has this really nice healthy glow to it. Even though it's all set, it doesn't really feel tacky. It still has a healthy like movement to it. It's not super matte on my face, so I really do believe in that natural, the claim of it being a natural finish foundation, and I really do believe the light to medium buildable coverage. So far the claims are exactly what they say to be. Obviously I can't tell about the if it's really going to protect my face from blue light. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a picture, see if it has any flashback. Ooh, this is not my best angle. Actually, it really does not have any flashback. I don't know if you guys can see that, but my face is the same color as my neck. It looks really good. It's nothing too crazy. So I figured it probably wouldn't since it doesn't have the SPF in it, but you know, we always gotta check and see. So really loving the foundation so far. I think it's really beautiful. So right now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup, and I'll be right back to let you guys know how everything applied on top. Okay, so my makeup is done. This is how the skin is looking. I did something really natural because I actually have to go into work after this, and I'm a server, and I just didn't, you know, want to wear too much makeup into work. I don't want to go in with a smoky eye or anything. But yeah, so everything layered really nicely on top of the foundation. My bronzer, blush, highlight, everything. I think it's looking really good. I think the skin looks awesome. I even went into my bathroom, and because usually that's where I do my makeup. I don't usually do my makeup like in my studio setup here because I really don't want to set everything up every single day. So I went in my bathroom to see like what it would look like if I were getting ready every day, and my skin looked really good, you guys. I do feel like it's a little like not really heavy in here, but it's a little creasy in here, but honestly every single foundation creases on me there. This one's creasing a little bit early, but I don't really see it, you know, creasing anywhere else. So far so good. I really like the foundation. Also, I just want to put it out there that I did not watch a single video on this foundation, so honestly I have no clue if it's good or not. I have no clue what other people are saying or their opinions. These opinions are 100% my own. Obviously it's not sponsored, but just so you guys know, I didn't like watch other reviews or anything. So honestly I don't even know if other people think this is a good foundation or not, but so far So far, I like it. So right now it is 3:26. It is a little bit later in the day. I actually had to get up and go to class all morning, and then I film this, and then I'm going to work. So I have to work a little bit later. I go into work at 5:30, so I'm probably not going to be able to do like a check-in before I go to work because I'm only going to have the makeup on for like an hour. But I definitely will do a check-in when I'm out of work, and then that way I should have had the foundation on for like 7 or 8 hours by then, so that way I can have a really fair shot. And I'm glad I'm actually going to be like moving and doing things, so that way I can really see, you know, how good the makeup looks, because that's honestly the true test. Sometimes I'll wear foundation to work and it looks like crap after work, and other times I wear certain foundations and it looks so good after work. I know like my L'Oreal Pro Glow, if I wear that to work, it literally looks untouched after work. So I'm really excited to see how this foundation is holding up. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on how it looks. So yeah, I'm just gonna get ready and go to work, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, well it's later, much later. It is 10:04 right now, so I've had this foundation on for about 7 hours, which I feel like is a reasonable amount of time to really see how the foundation wears. So this is how my skin is looking after wearing it to work, you know, running around and having it on my face for 7 hours. So first of all, yes, I have makeup all under my eyes. My mascara got completely all under my eyes and my lashes coming off. That obviously has nothing to do with the foundation, but I just wanted to acknowledge that yes, my makeup is a hot mess, my eye makeup. But looking at the foundation itself, and my lips are chapped, okay, but anyways, looking at the foundation itself, it looks really good. It does look heavy, like as you can see right here when the light hits it. It does look a little heavy in here. It's looking a little cakey, but honestly, I feel like playing around with it, you could, you know, apply less product there, or just do something, you know, kind of figure out, you know, what works best and what to apply it with to try to avoid all of this. But I really like it. I noticed, actually I went into the bathroom at work and I was like, dang, you know what I mean? My skin looks pretty good with the foundation, and then I actually got a compliment on my skin. Some girl was like, oh my gosh, your skin looks amazing. So that made me feel really good, and that also was a big compliment to the foundation because it's a girl I work with. I see her every single time I work, and today was the day she said my skin looked really good. And of course I was wearing the new foundation that I'm reviewing. So I'm going to rate this foundation out of 10. I give this foundation a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm going with 9 because it is a little heavier around my nose area. So if any of you guys have tried the Milani Screen Queen Foundation, let me know what you thought down below. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, if you liked it, kind of how you apply it, all that good stuff. Just let me know if you tried it in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys thought and your opinions on it. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys like this review of the new Milani Screen Queen Foundation, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!